No, thanks, Chair. So, the Afrikanerbond, I think you define yourself as a civil society organization. And you say in the conclusion there that, but please do not lose sight of the fact that civil society is willing to work hand in glove with the authorities to find long-lasting solutions to these problems. What solutions do you want to give? That we must retain the Constitution as is, as you are proposing, and you even call it, we must work within the framework of the Constitution based on the solemn pact we reached in the 1990s. Is that what we are saying we must retain? It's 25 years ago when this so-called democracy happened. It's close to 30 years now since the so-called solemn pact happened. But the conditions of black people has not changed. So the ownership of land still reflects what was under colonialism and apartheid. It's statistically proven. You can deny that, but it's a matter of fact that the white minority still own the land, employ farm workers. When they sell the land to a next white person, they sell the workers as well. And when the workers are not for sale, they evict them from the farms, leaving graveyards of their forefathers. Is that what we say we must protect for how long? Is that the status quo that you want to maintain? You come to parliament, you leave wherever you came from, like the Orania people, to come here to tell us that we must retain the status quo as is. And as primary beneficiaries of the apartheid system that has reproduced inequalities post-1994. Is that what we are saying? Is that the South Africa that you want to build, of massive economic inequalities, of landlessness of black people? You can't be serious.
Right, thank you, Mr. Chair. Our take on the Constitution differs slightly to that of the Honourable Shivambu. The Constitution does not enshrine any inequality. It is not the message that we want to convey. Therefore, we stand with the Constitution, we support the Constitution, and we support the principles that land reform must be addressed in the manner that the Constitution is prescribing. Section 25 is comprehensive, and there is nothing in Section 25 that prohibits this process to be concluded. Any other take on that must be discussed and analyzed, but I am not of the opinion or of the conviction that Section 25 is the real problem. There are lots of land in South Africa available. The need for land in South Africa must be analyzed. First of all, it is our contention that the biggest need for land is in urban areas. There are land available in the government's possession, which can be utilized at this stage. If necessary, government can also embark on a process with regards to land adjacent to urban areas. If that is the biggest need, it can be addressed. The need for agricultural land is also, to a certain extent, already clear, due to all the different land claims that has been lodged, that has been processed, and claims that has been finalized. There is a picture that we can get from what is happening there, and nothing stands in the way of that process. We say it is important not to disturb and destroy value of private-owned agricultural land, first of all. Let's focus, first of all, on private-owned agricultural land. Do not disturb that. There's a process where the so-called white ownership are diminishing and black ownership are increasing. It is market forces are in action, and it's a natural process in the economy. Don't interfere or meddle with that specific section of our property. Urban properties, I mean, of course, it is open for any person to buy any house in urban areas. But on the other hand, those who cannot buy, we propose that they be subsidized, interest-free loans, government guarantees, and the title deeds must be transferred to the people, and that gives them immediately economic status. So that is what must happen. Develop and grow value in the economy. Don't destroy our economy. That is our plea, and therefore go on with the process as is envisioned in the Constitution. There is no need for the Constitution to be amended. Section 25 is clear, and we must just carry on with that process without disturbing or destroying the economic value of land that are utilized in an economic way.
No, thank you, Chairperson. You know, Chair, I'm very much concerned about the presentation from the Afrikanerbond. The guy over there speaks about that we must not tamper with their space. We must just remain where we are, because once we tamper with the space of expropriating land without compensation, their economy, because they are the only people that benefits from the economy, their economy is going to be compromised. Secondly, we ask him a very simple question: who works the land? In his mind, that person that drives the tractor doesn't have is not wise enough to can think. It's only him, because he's white, who can think. It's only him. That one is just an inhuman person who can't think, and is the one that works the land. And that person, it tends to be a black person. He is the person, Chief. Let me tell you, that person, those people that are in your farm are the one that works that land. Those people that are in your farm are the ones that makes your economy to grow. And those people, they don't have land, they don't have houses, they don't have a place to stay, they don't have food that they are producing with their own hand. That one, you must think about it. Whenever you come here and make those submissions to us, you must think about those people. They are our people.
Honorable Nkwili, you don't have a clarity question. You are addressing and you are irrelevant and out of order.
Private property should also, or title deeds, should also be considered in certain communal land, so that it can be utilized better. All land in South Africa should be utilized to the benefit of all the people in South Africa. But just as you don't have all the employees of a specific company becoming shareholders of that company, they can if they want to invest, but that's not necessarily a right if you are an employee that you become also the owner. There are various levels of participation, and it's simply not true that farm laborers are living in poverty, that they don't have good houses. They have very good housing. They are looked after very well. So we must, that is a discussion.
I think we must not be lied to, man. Please. No,
members,
no,
they are
no.
concluding, please.
No, don't say, must
No,
not be
that's
lied
the
to.
view of the presenter.
We stay in communities.
Honourable
No, it's
members,
not
that's
even
the
a view.
view.
That's a pure lie. It's not even a view.
That's the view of their or their own conviction. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
all right. So please conclude, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yeah, it is, you know, if you set up a specific argument and you get carried away with your own argument, then of course you do the same. They were the victims and the target of the Black First, Land First just about 30 minutes ago. And now they are targeting us with that very same misconstrued argument of setting up an argument and believe it so much that they get carried away with it. But
Are you
the
referring to
truth,
us like
the
that?
truth is that on many farms that I know, all the farms that I know, and I'm also a farmer who invested in the new South Africa. I never had land before 94. I bought land for the first time after 1994. So I invested, I took the risk, and there are thousands of farmers, black and white, who did the very same. So I ask for the protection of those rights. Don't just water property rights down by putting in a clause where the possibility exists that it can be expropriated without compensation. That will immediately have a ripple effect right through the economy. This discussions on a very, yes, let me say, radical views that were expressed in the past few months, that had a very detrimental effect on investor confidence in the agricultural sector. It is reflected in the way that...
Chair, his time is over.
Yeah, but in any case...
Honourable Mukweli, you addressed him on relevant matters. Now he ventured there. You want to cut him now. They are concluding. Please conclude, sir.
Thank you, sir. Today I want to say, even to the EFF members, you are most welcome to talk and discuss with us any matter outside this room. If you don't, then you are biased, then you don't show respect. We respect you, although we differ from you. We must discuss matters. That is what true South Africans do. We are patriots of this country. We have this country's interest on our hearts, and therefore we ask all of you to keep on with creating situations like this where we can discuss. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to Afrikanerbond for your efforts to make the presentation and appear before the committee.